What's good, people? It's the Rap Roundtable here. Your boy Jarv, the Rap Snob, Diddy the Balance, the homie Mace. We just need y'all to like, share, and subscribe when you tap into the videos. We're trying to reach 5,000 subs and eventually 10K subs. And with your help, we could definitely do that. Especially people who watch the videos and don't sub. You watching, we appreciate it. But the subs help us run it up even more. For our people who are already sub, make sure you hit that bell right next to the subscribe option. Pick all. When you pick all, it allows us to feed you what you need to get from us immediately. If you don't hit all, you'll get it when YouTube decides to give it to you. But if you hit all, you get the streams, you get the community posts, you get our regular uploads, you get everything. Hit all, help us run these numbers up, 5K, 10K, build a Rap Roundtable brand. Tap in with us. Peace.
The Rap Roundtable.
There was a whole thing about, we've been talking about it, I would say about the second half of the year, about streaming and the stats and the numbers looking a little funny.
Nasty.
Then Nas drops, and I felt like he was lit, super lit, King's Disease 3. Then the numbers come out, and it's like, huh?
Yeah, man.
Game drop, super lit, viral, and the numbers come out, 25K.
Dookie.
What was it? Freddie Gibbs drops, super lit, the numbers come out.
Right?
So I think around 25-ish or something like that.
25 to 30.
So I was a little confused, but then Drake drops and it's 400,000. Wait, time out. I'm confused. You know what I mean? I know Drake is a megastar, but 400K to 27K, there's too much niggas talking about these rappers for the numbers to be as what they were. Mm-hmm. So Mace dropped something in the chat that kind of upset me at first because it's like, bro, we talked about this on the pod. He didn't say anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then he gave us a breakdown of how the rap game works as far as sales and streams and you know what I mean? So although he's not here, he made sure to record this so that the Rap Roundtable family, the chat, and the guys can be informed. So Macito, voice of the young people, tap in with us.
Hey, it's your boy Macito, voice of the young people, on an episode 60 check-in. You know, we decided that today we needed to give y'all a comprehensive sales and streaming breakdown. Help y'all understand it a little bit better, because I know sometimes it get a little muddy. All of the information is not all the way out there. So this is a couple things that you need to know for a fact. Now, check this out. When it comes to sales, these are the actual numbers. So when it comes to streaming, in order for one sale, what you need is 1,250 premium subscription streams, right? So that's if you got a sub to Spotify, the actual sub with no ads. You want to talk about Apple Music, you want to talk about Tidal. 1,250 of those are equal to one sale. Now, if you don't actually have a subscription, you're using a free service, it's going to take 3,750 of those to equal one sale. That's 3,750. That's the same thing for video. So if you're on YouTube, you know, maybe another popular video hosting, you know, site, and you watch the official video or listen to the official audio, it's going to take 3,750 of those streams to equal one sale. Okay?
Wow. Damn. So again, I gotta ask chat. I hope y'all tapped into that. Make sure you put your thumbs up if you heard what Mace had to say on that real quick. Who decided this number? Like, I'm confused.
First of all, I already have like a major issue with if a listener is not subscribed. First of all. Word. If a listener is not subscribed to the platform, then it hurts the artist.
That's crazy.
Yes.
So if I get a free stream, it don't count?
Bro, like, how does that make sense at all?
It doesn't.
It forces you to download these fucking sites. And that's
but it's like the platforms are holding the artist hostage.
It devalues the art, doesn't it?
That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever heard that. Like, I've heard how, like, you know, you got to get like a certain amount for it to equal one sale or whatever. But the fact that, like, you got to spend it more, like, you got to spend it like 3 times as many times if you're not subscribing to Spotify or whatever to get the same equivalent sale for the artist.
Well, but my thing is this, right?
Get your shit together.
Let's
out
go
there,
back
man.
in time.
Fuck.
Diddy goes to what A&M or what's the name? What was it? Virgin Megastore.
Right.
He buys Sin's single. Just buys the single.
That was $2 back in the day.
$2. That's one sale. How the fuck is if I spin your song 3,000 whatever the fuck times equal to one sale.
No, but check this. If the single was 99 cents or $3 or $5, a sale is a sale.
Right.
A unit is a unit.
Boom.
So like, if let's say there's an album that's $10, there's an album that's $15, there's another album that's $20. You know what I mean? People fork over the money. It's the store that's taking a hit, like from $20 to $10.
Right.
But the sale is the sale. The unit is the unit. So like, where do these platforms get off?
That moolah, man.
But who decides that X amount of spins equals one sale? Was there a study done that says Walter has to play this song 1,000 times for it to be one sale? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
If I've got Apple Music and Deanie, Jarv, or Sin decides that I want to play this song, that should be a sale. I bought the single.
But if it works, 1,500 spins equals one album, right?
I think he said $1,250.
$1,250. So if they had to pay you for as if that was 1,250 albums, the people who run this shit would be getting jerked out of their money. So you think the people who run it is gonna get jerked out of their money, or they gonna jerk you out of your money?
We gotta revamp the system. So there's more. We gotta Mace did this in 4 segments to let it breathe, as opposed to just beating you over the head with mad information. So here's the second one.
And so that's where the radio hustle comes in. So don't think that radio is not important anymore. That's what they want you to believe. But the radio still holds a valid place in sales and streaming because, okay, so listen, let's say, you listening to the Breakfast Club. It's, all over the country. That's what you listen to in the morning. You listening to DJ Envy, spin on the ones and twos. So when he plays a song, let's say if the Breakfast Club has, give or take, 500,000 listeners in the morning. If DJ Envy is playing your songs, that will then count for 500,000 streams of each song that you do. So while the radio importance is dwindling, it's still a way to, for record labels to make sure that a certain artist gets a certain amount of streams.
Shit, it's given the game is rigged. Diddy, talk to me.
I heard that right. So if a radio DJ spins it, it's 500 streams automatically?
So he's saying, let's say now, if the Breakfast Club has 500,000 listeners, and DJ Envy spins your record, that counts as 500,000 streams based on their audience.
That's weird how the money works like that, but the spins
that means
work
500,000 niggas heard your song at that time. So that counts as 500,000 streams. But if you fudge the number so bad, the impact of 500,000 streams don't hit the same.
And where's the money come from with the 500,000 spins on the? Am I getting that in cash because they listen to my shit on the radio?
Streams have a dollar value.
Yeah, no, it's definitely given. Shit is rigged.
So, is there a way to calculate what the money would be after 500,000 niggas listen to my shit?
Yes, because back to what he said at first about $1,250, right? A unit has a dollar amount attached to it. So if you get $1,250, one unit sold. Whatever the cost of one unit is the price that you get paid.
So you're basically dividing that by the 500,000.
Let's throw a number out there. Let's say one unit is $5. You got 1,250 spins. You got $5 right there. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing a number out there. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Next one.
Niggas need to go back to getting them out the trunk, man.
Shit. Listen, I got takes.
And so that's where we get into playlisting, which a lot of people in the industry will tell you is the new radio. You know which ones I'm talking about. You got Apple Music, you probably see the Rap Life up there. If you on Spotify, you probably got that Rap Caviar, which everybody knows is the top playlist in the game.
That was my fault,
that's
y'all.
where we get into playlisting, which a lot of people in the industry will tell you is the new radio. You know which ones I'm talking about. You got Apple Music, you probably see the Rap Life up there. If you on Spotify, you probably got that Rap Caviar, which everybody knows is the top playlist in the game. Run by Carl Cherry, who used to have E-Rose spot at Apple. That's right. Put it together. It's all a game. It's still a game out here. So when you talk about playlisting, let's say if you're an independent artist like, say, a Nas or a Tory Lanez, you might go up there and look on your local rap playlist. You might see a couple songs up there. Maybe the hottest songs off the album that the fans have driven the streams up on. But when you're looking at maybe a Drake or a 21 Savage, the whole album is sitting there on the playlist. So while it seems innocent, and while a lot of people make themselves think that they're able to, have their own choices, those playlists are what everybody jumps to. And that's another easy way and another slick way that, the record labels that are in with the streaming services can drive up those streams that they swear to you are real. But, the more you analyze it, the more you see it's just really a game.
Shit. You know what? And it's like, I never thought of it that way. I never, personally, and this is my own ignorance, I never knew the impact of the playlists until maybe like 4 or 5 months ago.
Word.
I never gave a fuck. I went and I have Apple Music. I download the album. I listen to it. I'm happy. I don't care about a playlist.
Right.
That's a fact.
But then Mace talking about that, about like how I keep saying honestly, never mind. Her Loss can have like 90% of the album on a playlist. Of course, the numbers are going to be juiced to 427K first week, because if the common person now, because of the microwave culture we've talked about, they're not going to go listen to the album. They want everything in front of them. They're going to go to the playlist.
Yep.
And if I play the playlist and Honestly Nevermind has almost a whole album on there, every time I run that playlist, I'm running the streams up.
Heavy.
They're going to win. Meanwhile, hypothetically, a Thun, does it get on the playlist? I don't know.
It's amazing.
Right? If it's not on that playlist, how can the numbers get ran up?
The hustle's crazy, bro. This is a crazy hustle.
I'm more shocked by the radio aspect. You know what I mean? Like the playlist, I wasn't privy to all the details of the playlist and how that works out either. But at you know what I mean? Like at least with that, it's like it's something that is on a platform where somebody will open up Apple Music or somebody will open up Spotify and they will tap onto the playlist. You know what I mean? If something's on the radio, and so based off of how well the radio show has promoted themselves, right? Then when they play something, all of a sudden that's just like this astronomical boost in sales.
Because
a lot of people are listening
the
to it.
radio decided to play that to me while I'm brushing my teeth in the morning.
Which goes back to this whole thing about Flex playing certain guys or not playing certain guys.
How it affects everything.
Because in our ignorance, we didn't realize that radio is connected to the stream game. So if Flex decides he's not playing Griselda, the streams can't run up.
We just thought niggas wanted more airplay.
Right. When in reality, if you played the record and you stand next to this record,
Fucking the money up. Heavy.
boom.
Damn it, man.
That's crazy.
Where's Kendrick at? Okay.
So the DJs really do still matter. Wow.
But not in the way they were meant to matter. They're part of the
break
machine.
music.
Yeah. They were supposed to break records, not
Not boost streams.
boost streams. Like,
It's
what?
all a hustle, man.
So we
Everybody's in on it.
We got one more from Mace.
And so when you want to think about the ways that the rules have changed, you think about the rule change that Drake recently mentioned. So, once upon a time when, you could have like a multi-platinum song that you released in the middle of the year. And so when you drop your album at the end of the year, you'll be able to throw that on there, automatic platinum. I know we all remember when French Montana pulled that with Unforgettable.
All the
So
time.
the rule change is, basically Drake mentioned it because he was able to benefit from it on Hotline Bling with Views, which sold over 1 million the first week. So now you're not able to do that, So if you have a song that's super popular, got a bunch of streams, like let's say a Glorilla FNF most recently, you can't just add that and it add to your songs anymore. So only the streams from within that week will count towards your full project. So, no more cheating, no more throwing an old song on your joint to try to drive the streams up. They've pretty much gotten rid of that. And so another rule change, which I'll speak about more further in the Young Rap section, A Boogie mentioned that now streaming services are discussing to change the amount from those 1,250 streams to 3,000 streams to count for a sale. But We won't say that's official. I can't find any verifiable information to say that. So the fellas will break it down further to y'all. But that's the information you need to know in order to really be able to analyze how streams and sales are affected these days. I'ma check with y'all. It's your boy Macito.
So now they're gonna raise the number potentially
Double. Damn.
more than double, gang.
Oh,
But
12. Yeah. Damn.
No.
Wow.
Let's go back to CDs, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Can we stay there for a second?
Wow. That's crazy.
I've reached a space now, based on the stream shit, where I'm going back in time to my first iPhone. Or my second. I can't remember now. It's been a while since I've been Team iPhone. When Apple Music was established, and I thought how awesome this was. I pay $10 a month, and I get everything.
Right.
That might have been the worst thing that happened to artists.
Yeah.
I think every new artist now, we should have to buy their albums. Even if you're streaming it, or playing it on your phone. Not streaming it, playing it on your phone. I need to have to pay $10 for every new album. Or I have to wait 6 months to access. That's my plan. I gotta wait 6 months to access the album via Apple Music. So either you wait 6 months or you pay the $10 right away to buy the album.
If you
and
really
that's a
fan, it won't
unit.
be a problem.
Listen, so there's artists that I know of that, we got platforms like Bandcamp.
Mm-hmm.
They'll release it on Bandcamp first so that the real supporters will go to Bandcamp and purchase it outright. And then maybe a week or two later, then they'll release it to the streaming services. I don't know. I think 6 months is a bit much. But I could fuck with that idea. Or if you don't subscribe, you purchase the full price. If you do subscribe to the platform, maybe you get a little discounted price, but you still pay up price. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe like 3 weeks or something. 6 months is heavy.
And
Well, my thing is, if you really fuck with the artist,
You'll do it.
Will it matter?
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's a fact.
But my other thing in terms of streaming platforms, and I've said this in the past, I'm sure, as a consumer, as a listener, bro, if I want to go listen to The Chronic, I can't go listen to The Chronic right now because Snoop Dogg decided, rightfully so, he's like, yo, like these platforms is jerking us, like I'm gonna just take this shit down, and then he might have plans to make his own streaming service or make it available somewhere, but he could just sit on that shit for as long as he fucking feels like it, because I'm sure he's not strapped for money, so he could just hold on to that shit for as long as he feels like. And now people in the streaming listeners and consumers don't have The Chronic, don't have Doggy Style, don't have Wild Classics.
Right. Let me take it a step further, because being that Nas just dropped, I remember like in my youth, or like let's say Stillmatic era through Lost Tapes, etc. Nas was never a guy who you could argue like he flopped when first week became a thing. Nas is a star. That's always been my argument. I'd say he's a megastar. And when he dropped, the numbers kind of reflected his stardom. But if you're telling me, Sin, or Dini, or Mace, that 1,250 spins equals one sale. Let's say now, back in the day, if he did 113, throw a random number out there, 113 first week, 113K. If each individual person of that 113K spun that album, right, it doesn't have the same impact as buying the album 113K times. Because if you divide 113 by 1,250, that's your number.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Wild.
Right.
Individually, 113,000 people spun Nas's album, but because of that 1,250, that means that the number is completely depressed.
Different, bro.
That's fucking wild.
Math ain't mathin', bro.
It's not. Because we would have spent the 10, 15, and $20 to buy the album anyway.
It's a fact. And and we don't know how many individual fans
That's
really
the number.
went
Divided 113 divided by the 113K divided by the 1250.
Didi on his phone, 90.4 streams.
As opposed
that counts as a 1 unit. So 90.4 units count.
Bruh.
That's fucking nuts.
Insane. Niggas is getting swindled out here, bro.
It's a racket, bro.
But
I'm telling you.
if we were just buying albums, the same 113,000 people would have counted towards that as one person.
Even if you
one
stole
unit.
that shit for $5, man, you
Right.
still recoup a lot more money than you would if you're doing it the way this shit is consistently
Back in the
currently
day,
going.
if you went platinum, that was $10 million
Damn
back
it.
towards the label, right?
Or if you was independent with like Koch or something like that back in the
Boom.
days, you seen mad money off
Mad
your album
bread.
sales. It's a different game. Damn it, man.
Now I understand why a lot of artists are mad at labels. Like, as we get more information about streaming, it's like, wow, bro.
See what Meek Mill said the other day? Nigga said, I'm about to just put my shit out right out the trunk, man. Cause this shit is just, nigga said I made $11 million off all the music I've made or some shit like that.
Remember how they used to say the rap game was like the crack game? Imagine you move bad units of crack and they tell you that it's only worth one.
I mean, you gotta pay your re-up. You gotta do your thing.
You gotta sell quintuple the amounts of crack to get.
Yo, I
I mean?
moved all the red tops.
all the
You
purple
telling
tops.
me I only moved 5?
all the black tops. God damn it.
Oh my God.